Welcome to the Spottiest stream. Welcome to where my webcam isn't showing up again. Let me get that fixed for you all. The Spottiest stream, hello everybody. Welcome to some Rocket League action tonight. This is the third installment of the 1v1 set of 5 Gauntlet between lepidmode and Horizon. Not gonna take too long going into this one, just to know that this has happened before. This is a little mode where these two players are also both good friends with each other. They've been on Team Starlight together as well in the past, if you remember Team Starlight. These two are good friends with each other. They're also decently good 1v1 players, so it'll be fun to see them play tonight. In fact, we're going to be seeing Lepid later tonight in the individual performance series. But for this matchup, we've done this 2 times before. Once it was 8 months ago, the other time it was a little over a year ago, so we've had about like a couple months in between every single one. It's been a while since we've had our last one though, but what you do need to know is that this is a set of 5, so we're playing 5 games, and 5 games total. There is no... this is not a best of 5 like we usually see. This is a set of 5, so 5 games here. The way it works is that these players are going to play a bunch of different 1v1 game modes. I actually have a list in front of me here. What the game modes are, it will be Drop Shot, Rumble, Snow Day, Soccer, and then Hoops. The way it works is that at the end of this, it is the most goals that win. So whoever scores the most will win. So even if you win more games, you could still lose this series in theory. That has never happened yet, I don't think, on this set of 5. Both times the players won more games. Has also been able to score more. The way it works is that, again, after all those 5 games, whoever scores most wins. So in the first installment, again, which was over a year ago, back in January 2024, that was a year and 6 months ago, so like 18 months ago, long time ago. It was the win for Horizon. He had a scoreline of 26 goals, 21. A little over 8 months ago, back in September 2024, was Lepid who won this thing. It was 19-15. We'll see who wins this. This is essentially kind of like the third installment. We'll see if it's the last. Likely, I won't be knowing these players. It will definitely break the tie that these two have, and I'm sure that both want to, get rid of that. See how things go. I'm excited to see how both these teams will form. But it will be a good matchup here, hopefully. Between both these players. Again, different 1v1 modes. We're starting with Drop Shot, so not a lot of goals ever get scored in Drop Shot. That's why they generally start off with this game mode. Because not a lot of goals get scored in Drop Shot. It's not a game mode that you really ever win by that much, especially in ones where it is so tough to take a monumental lead. Because even if you do score, reminder that the way that it works is that if you break tiles, and someone breaks your own tiles, but you score, those tiles stay. So again, it's really tough to get big leads in Drop Shot. But once you do get a lead in Drop Shot, it's pretty tough to lose it. So that first goal is going to be really important in Drop Shot in this game mode, because Drop Shot, pretty tough game mode again to lead easily here. As again, this will be a set of 5. We're gonna have 5 games and 5 games total. Could be here for a decent while. Get everybody in the lobby momentarily for this one. Again, it's going to be pretty high scoring. We're going to have this again. A reminder also later tonight we'll have a IPS individual performance series matchup with Lepid in it as well. He'll be playing against Palashil. Still waiting on Horizon. As soon as Horizon's here, we can get things started. Yes, we are starting on Drop Shot. We have a little fun here. These are some game modes that you don't generally get to see on this stream. We rarely ever stream extra games, so extra game modes, just because people don't care to compete in those events all that much. I think the extra game mode that we stream the most on the stream is actually Heat Seeker. Anyways, we'll get these players in. Horizon's here. He said he's joined in, so we're good to get things underway here for our set of 5. Lepid's going to be on the blue again. Horizon's on the orange. They've been on the blue and orange every single time, and this is the third installment, so welcome in, everybody. Mind you, it is most goals that wins, so instead of usually the record being shown underneath the players' names, it is actually going to be their total goal scores. So obviously, with no games played, they're both at 0-0. But this is Drop Shot. Don't expect a lot of goals in this game mode. It's a Not only is it a tough game mode to get used to, it's a tough game mode to get massive leads in, which is generally what you're looking for. You're looking to take a big lead in this this kind of a series, because it doesn't really matter how many games you win, it matters by how much you win these games. So both these players getting big leads is the aim that they have here, as will keep things close, and it's also all about getting big damage as well. So this is a big damage ball. It's actually medium damage compared to all of them. And Horizon's going to get the damage here, so more damage taken, meaning he has now more chances to hit the floor again, open up the goal. As now Lepid. Oh, that's a huge touch. That's going to go in. There's no doubt about it. And again, if you hit that floor once again when it's weak like that, you can you'll open it up. You'll leave the net open. And for Lepid, because that rolls so slowly and it also had big damage, and open up the floor in front of the ball, it will fall in. That's goal 1 for Lepid here in Drop Shot. Again, reminder that because Lepid scored, his floor does not change. Horizon's reset, so Lepid, if he wants to take a bigger lead, he's got to now work from behind. And that Horizon got off to a pretty slow start. Lepid's in a good position. Also, another thing that's interesting about this one, unlike a lot of the other game modes we're going to be seeing today, there are no boost pads in Drop Shot, only boost recharge. So when it comes to maintaining boost, it's all about not using boost at the right time. That boost recharge, it takes a second to kick in. But if you're one of these players, you got to be a bit careful on how much boost you have. But you also got to realize, if you're playing on the offensive side, that your opponent will get boost eventually. You cannot boost star them in this mode. That's a great touch from Horizon. That is massive damage. That's the big damage ball there, and it's gonna get a lot of damage. He's gonna hit a damage again here as Lepid. Oh, he's gonna find the net here. Oh, that's an incredible last shot. My goodness. That is a difficult angle, but Lepid, he is on an awkward position here. He has a lot of damage on his side, some openings in the floor for Horizon to score on. He'll take a 2-goal lead here, but I would expect that lead is probably not going to last very long. I mean, just look at that side. That is a wide open, that is a huge opening for Horizon, but he did miss his first shot. As Lepid didn't go for the kickoff, and odd choice there, does give up some damage doing so, but he'll take the challenge off, but he's lost it here. This is going to roll right in front. Good play from Lepid, getting back in time. He'll build once more. Horizon keeps it airborne. Lepid will not win that challenge, and this, it's going to bounce right to the floor. And again, big damage. Now he's got a hole on this side of the field. He won't go for it. He's going to go for the bigger net, but that is straight back to Lepid, and again, the back of the field is now open for Lepid. Horizon. Gotta be careful. That corner is dangerous, and Lepid's going straight for it. Save away. Hasn't hit the floor just yet, but Horizon's got all the cards. He'll shoot it straight down. And he'll take one back. From this angle, if you're Lepid, it's so tough to block because you can't really gauge where the net is because it keeps changing on you. Almost looked like he was trying to go for an early challenge there, but yeah, just way too late on that decision. And as I said, he was not going to hold on forever, but he does have some openings on Horizon side, as that's an interesting choice for a fake kickoff. It does work here. There's definitely a strategy to fake kickoff, to using fake kickoffs in drop shot. Unfortunately, Lepid didn't do it very well, considering that he drove up to the plate. So they go for the fake, which leaves that whole back of the open. Horizon really challenged Lepid. 2 minutes to go here, but gonna be his friend for very long. It takes a while to score goals in this mode. He has a lot of boost. I'm surprised he hasn't used it more of it. Take it here. This is a great place to go for a dribble. Ooh, that is not a good touch, though. That is straight to Horizon. Horizon, he might try to tie things up here as Lepid does bump him out. We'll go for another bump here as he'll take the play away. Horizon has boost, but he won't be able to take this challenge. Lepid he's gonna run away now. This mode is really good for those who can, it's really gonna be good for you if you want to just take the lead early in the series. Put your pressure on your opponent. That's really what this drop shot mode is. Often, you know, the strategy behind this mode and winning this mode is putting pressure on your opponents. This is not a mode you're gonna win by much. It does put pressure, makes the opponent really consider what they can do, as that's gonna be oh, it's just wide and hit the back corner. And Lepid, he got saved there. He went all in on that challenge, missed it. And that could have been a lot worse for him here as he'll drop it. That should be free. Oh, it stays out! Somehow! Is that in? Oh, it's also just out! And it really feels like Lepid is only one good touch away from a 3-1 lead here. Horizon just playing for safety as he'll keep it away. Lepid, another. Even more damage, but at this point he just needs to hit the net. Horizon, even more plays. Lepid, oh, he's falling over here, getting to the offensive half. As it's Horizon again. The fake play! Oh, what a touch from Lepid. Horizon! Oh, he missed it! It is... Oh, it's in the net! I thought Horizon got it, but he got bumped out the way in the last moments. Horizon really fought to keep this play as alive as possible, but yeah, Lepid turned his back wheels. Horizon just couldn't get under the ball fully. And now, again, a 2-goal lead for Lepid. He'll look to hold this for the rest of this game, I'm almost certain, but that's going to be tough. There are a couple big openings on his side, and Horizon, he played him so well there. Doesn't hit the net yet, though. He went onto the weak side of the floor, so he'll need to hit that place again to score. On a dribble. He's caught Lepid here before. Lepid, a lot to block. He'll challenge. As Horizon was trying to go for even more damage. Lepid's not going to let him have it. He's a lot of boost usage here for Lepid. Not a big fan of that, considering he's got to rotate back. It's a touch. Horizon. One looking for one more. Lepid will keep it away. And all Lepid really needs to do is let this ball hit the floor. He can't score anymore. Let this hit the floor. He'll win this, and he will. 3-1 for Lepid here. A 2-goal lead after the drop shot mode. As said before, this is not a high-scoring game mode, so this lead is likely to change, and I'm sure Lepid knows that well here. As there you go. The total goal is now updated to 3-1. Next mode will be Rumble, so we're going to do Rumble on Manfield Night. Again, Rumble, the power-ups mode, if you remember this one. This game mode's usually one of the more fun ones to watch on the group, because while we can't see what Rumble power-ups they have, unfortunately, it is always really fun to see the strategy that they have. Again, it's unfortunate that we can't see what power-ups they have in the spectator client. But it is always fun to see what they bring. But again, reminder, Lepid, he's leading by 2 goals. He doesn't need... He's in a lead. He's put pressure on Horizon here. Horizon's going to need to perform quite well to challenge him. Yeah, we go into Rumble now. So Rumble, again, the power-ups mode, you'll see there's 11 different power-ups that they can use. They're all random, for the most part. They're randomly assigned. It's as Lepid, he's going to have the power hitter here, so his touch is going to be extra strong. As oh, Horizon's got it too! Oh, that's a beautiful shot! Oh, power hitter v power hitter. Lepid's first touch wasn't all that strong. He was looking to force Horizon to stay back, because the thing about the power-up is that he can demo you easily. But no, Horizon had it as well. He went right for the shot there. Oh my goodness. And again, because we can't see it, it's going to be kind of awkward for us, because it's going to be really tough for us to know what they're planning on. You might see some weird positioning and some weird combinations. As Lepid on the dribble. Reminder, it takes 10 seconds for that power-up to first spawn, so 10 seconds of standard Rocket League gear, and Lepid, he may not even need the power-up. He won't. Right off the clay as well. Horizon had a lot of boost, but I mean, this is just awkward positioning for Horizon. He's facing the wrong direction. He can't really challenge easily because he's moving the wrong way. He's facing the other direction, or if he's got a little bit more momentum forward, he can absolutely score there. Zephy's going to take a kickoff goal. Goes a lot more like soccer now, which will be our 4th of 5 game modes here, so we'll get to see soccer later. It's always fun to get to see these interesting game modes play out, as, again, Rumble is one of the more high-scoring ones that we'll be seeing today here, as Lepid will... Well, yet another kickoff here. And, I mean, last time around, I believe it was Lepid who won the soccer mode, so... Even if, like, if you're Horizon, that's the game mode that you likely are going to get the most goals in. That's the game mode that these two are most used to. It's going to make things very awkward for Horizon, because that means he's got to really rely on doing well in some of these other modes, as he's got spikes, and he will just barrel right through Horizon. Not usually how we see spikes used, but the way that it works in spikes is that once you use spikes and once you get to the ball, you have a momentary second of invincibility, and that's what Horizon meant there. If it was after that moment of invincibility, Horizon would actually win that challenge. That ball would be popped off Lepid's car and it would probably go over the bar, but yeah, Lepid using his spikes to really tank that 50-50 in front of the net. And now he's got a 2-goal lead again here in his second game mode, as he'll... Well, again, Horizon doesn't have the boost, and we might see more power-ups as Lepid's gonna take his time, flipped up high, gets booted out of the way by the boot of Horizon. Boot is such a versatile power-up, really good for offense, really good for defense as Lepid gets demoed. Thank you for the follow there, Chalkboard34. Welcome to this funny stream. Oh, he's just plunger! Oh my goodness, Lepid, what a huge save! This will go in front. Surely he takes this. Oh, but it's a good block from Horizon. And now he'll have a power up almost certainly. Oh, it's Disruptor. He just needs to walk this one in. Lepid can't turn! He had the boot, but not in time. That Disruptor, such a tough power up in 1v1. In the average 2v2 or 3v3 game mode, in the average 3v3 game mode that Rumble's played in, it's actually one of the weaker power-ups because you can only do it to one player, but in ones, it is tough to handle when you have that power-up against you. Horizon using that Disruptor well, just, I wonder he tried to slow the play down, really see where Lepid was going to move, because again, the Disruptor, you can't stop, and it's really tough to turn, as he'll use the grappling hook. This is an open net for Lepid. That is a perfect use of the grapple hook. And I said again, this is usually one of the higher scoring game modes, and proving that already with 6 goals in the first 2 minutes. We might be here for a little while. Oftentimes, if you win this mode by a decent amount, you're generally not losing the series, so. Put himself in a good spot, and oh, he tripped up the post! Well, Horizon's keeping things interesting, as Lepid's gonna be pretty unhappy. He had that block. He had that block. That is not a good shot from Horizon. That is directly at the front post, too. But for Horizon, he won't mind. He's got to keep things close here against Lepid. I mean, Lepid won last time. A lot of it came down to some pretty good defense from Lepid, so more of that is Horizon. Oh, he gets the save. There's an opening in the backfield if he can take it, but Lepid's going to use the Magnetizer. This keeps the ball really close to you, and Lepid, he doesn't know how to handle the Magnetizer. He's going back to his own net. Better be careful. Horizon's got a power up. He won't use it here as shot goes wide. Follow-up play will be on net. And oh, he's got a little haymaker just to rub it in. How fast was that shot? 166 kilometers an hour. It's a little extra for good measure. As Horizon never even used a power-up there. I don't know what power-up he had, but clearly it was not one he was happy to use on defense. It could have been a Tornado. Tornado's a pretty bad power-up for defenses. Lepid will use his as double. Oh my goodness! Oh, Lepid is just running away with it now. These kickoffs have all, for the most part, been in Lepid's favor. He has done good to really keep it that way. That's Horizon. Dribble. Oh, he's got it himself! Lepid pushed up. He didn't think Horizon had another touch on that thing. He must have thought Horizon didn't have boost remaining because he pushed up as if Horizon was going to let that ball drop. Never happened. Horizon had full boost off that side wall. And a misjudgment from Lepid. Horizon will take it. Oh, we still have 2 minutes left to go in this thing, and it is still quite close between both these players. Sometimes you'll see these game modes run away for one player or the other. But not this one, that's for sure. And at least not this one now. Lepid will stay in the lead. He's 2 goals up. Is on the dribble play. Will. Oh, he just tanked the haymaker from Horizon. It won't go in, but I mean, he almost dunked the haymakers. Here goes a Tornado. Lepid, he's going the wrong direction with this thing. Tornado's very tough to control if you aren't used to it, as he nearly own goals. He'll just keep it away from Horizon, though. A haymaker's usually quite good to disrupt players, so I'm surprised he didn't go for Horizon on that play with the Tornado, but he didn't. And he'll stay close here as Swapper used by, I think, Horizon there, or Lepid will keep it away as Swapper wasn't really used in a good position. He didn't make it awkward for Lepid to recover. Lepid, he is still waiting. Flicked up high, booted him! Ah, there's no chance you can block that if you're Horizon. That boot is so tough to defend because once it's used, you just can't recover from it. Exactly how that power-up should be used on offense, and unfortunately for Horizon, there's really no way you can defend that. Lepid's got a good lead at this point inside the final minute now as little delayed flick will not go anywhere, and you better hope he has a good power up here. And no, he won't. That's a haymaker into the back of his net. Another powerful haymaker goal here. We haven't seen Freezer yet, though, which is surprising to me. Pretty popular power-up in ones because it is a great power-up to, you know, allow you to overcommit on, but Freezer yet. As Horizon's got another play here. He's going to go for the early flick. Lepid will away. Horizon's still going. There's the Freezer. Lepid will get booted, though. He better get in the way of this. He won't. Oh, we got to see the Freezer's first use there. Great use of it from Lepid, but unfortunately, again, the boot, just a great offensive power-up. So tough to recover from, even in your own net. Horizon's only one goal away from tying this thing. Overtime goals do count as well, so if he ties this, he could have the chance to win this by one, get a goal back as... Man, Lepid's not going to let him. That is a great flick from the kickoff. So much power put behind that one. Horizon just didn't stand a chance. You have to think that this game is nearly over here as Lepid is trying to get a couple more goals, really put himself even further in lead. He's already up by 2 against Horizon in the series. He could go up by 4 at this lead stance. He could go up by even more if he continues to score as Horizon's grappling hook will clear the ball away. Doesn't have boost. Lepid does. He'll win the challenge. He will, again, trying to look for one more maybe. And he's just going to hit it away. No chances to score. Lepid will win by 2. So now his total goal lead is 4. This is a very strong lead for Lepid after 2 game modes. And considering Rumble is one of the higher scoring game modes that they have, this is a worrying sign if you are Horizon. As now it'll be 8 plus 3 is 11. 6 plus 1 is 7. Lepid's got a lead here as our next mode will be Snow Day. Let me get to Snow Day here. As, again, Snow Day, I don't know how high scoring Snow Day is. It's usually a decent game mode. You can sometimes run away with it, but again, Horizon's got to get his lead back in here, and he's got to start soon. There we go, Snow Day. Always a fun game mode. It's an underrated game mode. It's not actually a great game mode, to be fair, but it's always interesting to see how people play in Snow Day game modes. This is going to be a very bright map. Apologies, everybody. It's the Snow Day variant of Manfield, so enjoy this while we have it. As Lepid's changed to a Dominus here. Yeah, he knows the strategies with this thing. It's always... This is a game mode where it's good to have a powerful car, and the Dominus is a car that's known for being able to take the ball. Also, the puck itself is quite low to the ground. The Dominus is made to hit the puck, so I'm not surprised that Lepid, he's done a little bit of scouting before this one, as he's gone to a Dominus here to, again, help himself with the 50-50s. The car's a little bit wider than an Octane is. It's not as tall, but it's wider. That's, I think, what Lepid's trying to utilize here in those 50-50 challenges, as be up by a goal here in Snow Day game mode. Again, we'll see how many goals we get in this one. It's always weird, because sometimes you'll see a lot, sometimes you won't see that many. I'd assume that we will see less goals than more goals between these two. As in that, I doubt they play Snow Day. Not a lot of people really do. Horizon. It will plunge here. We better be careful. Hit it into his own goal. That puck is slippery! Oh, and he just did as well. It's an own goal for Lepid. As I think he tried to get a bump on Horizon. That is, unfortunately, not the case. Yeah, this puck's slick. The thing about the puck is it does not slow down very quickly. And I mean, that's just going to be a case. That's something. Sometimes that's what happens here with this thing. The puck will move, and it is tough to pay attention as he's going to go for a ground pinch. Won't get any of it. That is a gimme for Horizon. And Lepid, he'll be pretty unhappy here. He had time. If he just slowed down a little bit, I think he can get that pinch and make it work. But he's not a Snow Day main, clearly. And he's trying to play like one, and he's not exactly got the mechanics for this mode. If you're not used to Snow Day, the best thing to do is try to go for 50-50s. That's where you can really beat a lot of these players who aren't used to Snow Day in, as Lepid will not have the ball here, but... Sorry, he will have the ball here, but not have the boost, and now he's lost it. This puck will roll around the corner, and this thing can go in if Horizon puts a good shot on, but won't be able to do so as Lepid. He's still not going to get there in time. That puck ran away from him. And poor Lepid, he clearly does not know how the puck works, because it is far faster than he expected. You better not say this is the Dominus' fault, because it's not the Dominus that's doing this to him. Horizon's got a couple goals already. He's looking to make quite the comeback here in this game, as on the dribble, will flick this one high. Lepid can't get it. Horizon stays in the play. Lepid will keep it out. Horizon still. Lepid fouls by Horizon, as it can chase this one down. He won't do so, though, because Horizon, again, seems to have some pretty good control of this puck, as at least better control than Lepid, who himself has again made a couple mistouches. But Horizon has the puck a lot more than Lepid does, as Lepid will clear it to the back wall. Touch won't be able to make it, and he got bumped as well. It's another overcommit for Lepid, and it's again a play where you just can't be pushing up so high. So for Lepid, he's made a ton of overcommits this game, and he's really made a mess of a game mode that he... Well, even if he loses, he shouldn't be losing that. As long as he doesn't lose badly, he's put himself in a good position, because the next game mode is Soccer, and I would bet that Lepid would be the higher-ranked 1v1 player right now. That's a game mode I think Lepid would be favored in. If he loses this game mode badly, he puts a lot of pressure on himself. He really shouldn't want to put on himself in the Soccer mode. Horizon's going to keep going. If he can win this game by a massive goal score line, he can take the lead in this series, even though he hasn't won the last two game modes. As I said before, you don't need to win the majority of the games to win this whole thing. As long as you can win at least one game by a large margin, you might be set. As face down will flick this towards net, it will head just a little wide, as he is still keeping pressure on Lepid. As dribble, Lepid will be pushed out the way. That is an interesting bounce. That thing didn't really bounce that far, did it? Lepid back with the puck. Looked like he was trying to go for an air dribble, but you can't really air dribble this thing. It's heavy. It's very tough to control. Gonna be tough, as that's an amazing shot. That's gonna go wide, though. Lepid didn't want that kind of power, though. He just wanted to direct it towards the net, not have it fly that far. Fortunately for him, that has really been how this game has gone for him so far, hasn't it? As Horizon is gonna score again, and if this lead stays like this, we will be almost all tied up, wouldn't we? No, we would be all tied up between both these players, so... And Horizon is taking over in the Snow Day mode. Oh, interesting 50-50. Lepid will not win the boost to it. Didn't pick up that small pad, that's what gave Horizon the advantage there. Lepid's just trying to take him down, but... Yeah, he won't be able to do so easily. Now, dribble play, again, that puck is gonna fall very quickly, and... You really can't air dribble that thing easily. Horizon's gonna try to dribble it around the net again. This should fall in. It's gonna bounce off the post. Lepid wasn't ready for it. It's one of the weird quirks about the puck, is that if you drive it around the corner, it will automatically fall close to the net, because it hits that back post. Lepid, who clearly has shown that he does not have a strong knowledge of how to play Snow Day, didn't know that, obviously, and that really caught him for a loop here, as Horizon did know. That's why he played that way, because he knew if he hits that thing past Lepid, it will fall in front of the goal. He might get a chance to score on it. Not easy to read those bounces up the post, as he's just looking for something. Now pinch will be flicked to the corner. Horizon was ready, is now heavy first touch will not get the challenge. Is going to take down Lepid, chasing him behind. Lepid trying to go across the goal, but will be Horizon on the play, as he might go for his own ground pinch. Oh, this is not going to settle for him, though. Be careful not to get bumped out. Lepid will get a dribble on this thing. Horizon stays right next to it. This one Horizon might just want to win this. Might just want to like play out the rest of this game, not let Lepid have anything. But there's a chance to score for Lepid as he'll go around the back wall himself. Horizon keeps it out. Lepid again, pushing it closer and closer to the net. He's got the shot here. That's an important goal for Lepid. If he can just get a couple more, he might be able to stay in the lead here. 21 seconds to go. At this kind of score line, it would be a tied series going into the next game. Again, considering next game, Sakar really make a big lead there as Lepid keeps it out. And for one last goal, he'll hit it a little bit too far away from himself. Horizon, his chance now. Taken out by Lepid. I think this will end the game. I don't see them scoring from here. Although Lepid could keep this up. That's going to roll around the back wall. Horizon keeps it away. Lepid trying to keep it airborne. He actually has. Well, it has gone close to his net. Horizon's going to shoot. Lepid will let that one hit the ground. And it is a tied series now. A 4-goal scoreline for Horizon. And just because of this, he's back in this game. It is 13-13. And the next mode is Sakar. So the game mode that these players are definitely the most used to is up next. This is the first time we've had Sakar actually be the 4th game mode and not the 5th, so be interesting to see how it is earlier in the lineup. Hoops is actually going to be the last game mode in this rotation, so we'll get to see Hoops later, but now it's Sakar. Likely will also probably be our longest game. But again, because the scoreline's tied, we are guaranteed that after the next game, somebody's going to be in the lead. We'll have at least a 1-goal advantage going into Hoops, but likely this thing will be decided in Hoops and not in Sakar. Still, this game mode's important because you can win by a couple goals in this game mode, but all that pressure on your opponent. Hoops is a game mode where you might be able to get a couple goals over your opponent, but I wouldn't expect many. So if you can get a big enough lead in this, if you can win by a big enough lead, you may just put your opponent out of position for Hoops. As Lepid has gone back to the Octane, so he's gone back to his Octane, the familiarity here in Sakar, and again, I think Lepid's probably favored in this game, but if you're Horizon, you really need to hold on for Hoops, because I think Horizon can win in Hoops. He's won in Hoops before. Against Lepid, Lepid's pretty good at putting pressure on. Horizon's good at himself, though. He can definitely hang around with Lepid. Again, I don't think he's the better 1v1 player right now, as Lepid will say goal 1. This is still a series, I think, that favors Lepid, considering how well the first couple games went. Again, so far, every single series, whoever's won more games has also won by more goals. You think for Lepid, if he can win this game mode, and again, win by even a decent margin, he's probably pushed Horizon out of the way. Both these players tied in scoreline. Lepid did win the last time they played as Horizon on the fake. He's got him on the fake. Horizon pushed back a bit too far to challenge. He gave Horizon all this time. Jumped early too. When you're that close to the nets, you sort of have to jump early to predict what they're going to do. Horizon knows that. He's a player that's been around for a while. He's one of the smartest 1v1 players I know of. You give him that kind of room, and he will know what your weakness is. This Lepid will have to answer again off the kickoff. Can't get the goal there. Will the other corner instead. Horizon doesn't have a lot to work with there, and Lepid knows he's got that back post open. Will take that challenge instead. I would have liked to see a shot there from Lepid. He looked a bit nervous on that play, and now he's giving Horizon a chance to score. We'll go back for boost. Horizon will be actually second to that play. He was up a bit too slow there. Closer to it too, which is what really surprised me, as he'll keep this one out. Lepid. Back corner. Better be careful. Horizon might be right behind him. He won't be, and he'll give some space to Lepid. Although again, Lepid looks a bit nervous on his dribbles right now. I think he knows this is the game that he's probably favored in. He knows that Horizon can absolutely beat him here, and he's got to take this game quite seriously as the dribble kept out. Horizon on low boost now as will once again reach the back wall safely here as away. Horizon will challenge. up the ceiling. Not have it. He's got to jump early here. Ooh, he missed the play. It's still on target. And again, Lepid, he's just waiting in net here. He has to challenge earlier. Because a player like Horizon, he knows that when you're waiting, he has all this time to work. Again, Lepid, very, very hesitant right now. He looks far more nervous in the one-foot mode than I expected from him. Again, as I said, this is the game where he should be winning, and this is exactly not how you play against Horizon. He's far too hesitant. When you're playing that hesitantly, Horizon's just going to go for it. He'll go for another play to the back post. Again, Lepid's waiting. And again, he gets scored 3 times in a row. Lepid to make the same mistake. 3 times in a row, you really think Lepid has to learn from that. Actually, this one is a different mistake. He went to his own front post. I don't know if he was expecting Horizon to shoot earlier. But hey, he covered his front post, not the back post. And he gave Horizon an opening in the back of the net there. And this has been about a pretty bad start for Lepid. Who I think is I'm almost certain is probably the higher one-foot ranked player at this point. Making some pretty bad mistakes on defense. He will score off the kickoff though, so he'll give himself at least a little bit of time to try to get things to work. And you think for Lepid, he's just got to stop being hesitant on defense. He's got to go a little bit earlier for some of these plays against Horizon. Horizon's the kind of guy who needs to set up a play. You can challenge him early before that setup. He doesn't really have a lot to defend you against, so Lepid, you gotta use that. He's also gonna use these kickoffs. He's winning more of the kickoffs against Horizon. Now the Doomsday Dish will actually miss the net here. Horizon did jump for it though. That's a bad challenge from Lepid from the corner as well. Whether you expected Horizon to go or not, you don't challenge there. I mean, I don't know what Lepid's expecting, but if you hit it the way that he is, even if Horizon doesn't go, he's hitting it in front of the net for Horizon to clear anyways. A bad decision for Lepid, who again is playing much more nervously than I expected. As I said again, Horizon can absolutely win this game mode against Lepid. Right now he's proving that he actually might have the advantage going to hoops, which I think is a game mode he might be favored in. Considering that he is a more aerial-based one-foot player than Lepid is. Good demo from Lepid though. Should be a third goal. It will be. Well, there's only 1 goal away from tying this, so at least put himself in a decent position. But again, I think hoops is where Horizon is going to be a little bit more favored. Again, he's, I think, a more aerial type one-foot player anyways, so a lot of that here is 2:24 left. Still half the game here is he's gonna take that boost. He pushed a bit too far away, and he did. He's not gonna get back in time. And it all really comes down to the way Lepid turns. If he turns back off this boost grab, he's in a great position to save this. If he turns up, then he can't save it. And he turned up. He was going for the early challenge. Horizon saw it too. It was right in front of him. He knows it, and he knows that Lepid can't get back in time if he puts a shot on. And he does, and well, Lepid didn't get back. Again, trying to play early on those challenges there, and that's one that Horizon saw. As this is an open net for Horizon. Now he leads by 3 again. And just like that, Lepid's hopeful return has all been extinguished here. He has not been able to figure out how to play against Horizon, and specifically against Horizon's offense. Actually, I wonder if Horizon actually is the lower-ranked one-foot player at this point, because he's playing pretty well, but doing quite well. Is not doing quite well against the Horizon. He's done his homework, or he's actually playing a very, very smart one-for-one game here. As Horizon's not going to go for it. Now the follow-up play will be straight at Horizon, and doesn't have boost. Lepid will be able to go back, but Horizon's going to chase him down here. Reset. Still going. Horizon's waiting, and that last shot just not very powerful. Horizon again on a 3-goal lead at this point. He doesn't have too much to. As long as he plays the way he needs to, he's going to have a good lead against Lepid going into that hoops game mode. He'll be demoed again. Lepid's got boost, but Horizon, he'll need to get back quickly. He took the boost. Can he get back in time? He won't. He went for boost right off the demo spawn, and that is the difference between scoring and maybe getting a save on that. That split-second difference, if he had that little bit of extra time to get to in front of his net instead of going for the boost, I think he could actually he could absolutely get the block there. He'll have to watch as Lepid flicks that ball away, and his lead now is shortened to 2 as Lepid might have another. The dribble. The bump! He's got him! 1 goal away again! Lepid using his 1v1 mechanics, and this is very much prime Lepid. He's not going to go and play aerial against you, but he will go for those air dribble bumps right from the ground and into the air. Lepid will go straight back to net. He better be careful. That's a great shot from Horizon. Catches Lepid early, but he'll get the save. Horizon, 1 goal up. Will make it 2. Lepid wait for the challenge. And in that position, I mean, he doesn't have many options. He either goes for it or he doesn't. And either way, he's in a position where Horizon should be scoring. Horizon, he's really looking to try to secure this game as best he can. It's going to actually be a lot closer than I thought it would be. Here between these two. So that means the Hoops game mode is almost certainly going to decide this one as Lepid will bump out Horizon. Horizon, oh man, it's a 3-goal lead again. Every time Lepid thought he had a chance against Horizon, Horizon has been very good at taking it away from him. At this point for Horizon with 30 seconds to go. In a position where Lepid has to start going for some of these plays, taking a lot more risks than he maybe wants to, as he'll be almost demoed. He'll take the chance. What a save from Horizon. And unfortunately for Lepid, this is going to completely backfire on him as well. That is another goal for Horizon. And who knows, this might be the game mode that wins the series for Horizon. Because, I don't know, it's going to be tough to get a 4-goal lead in Hoops. Horizon looking for 1 more, trying to get double digits here, but hey, he won't get it. This will go all the way back. Actually, Horizon might look to keep this up just for 1 last chance. That is if he wants to take it. He won't. He'll clear this back. Actually, it's now Lepid's turn. He needs every goal he can get, so he better make this work. The pop-up, the bump. Oh, it's off the crossbar. That's going to go wide. Now, Horizon with a 4-goal lead. This is the biggest lead any of these players have had in any game mode. Now, Horizon, I think he's had 2 of them like this, so now he takes a massive lead over Lepid here as his goals increase to 18. Horizon's, though, increase to 22. That means we have 1 mode left. That's Hoops. Lepid's gonna have to do some pretty impressive stuff to somehow win in Hoops by 4 goals or more. He's got a lot of work to do. He's got a tough matchup ahead of him here. Horizon, I mean, outplayed him in the 1v1 mode. I don't know actually how good Horizon is in ones, but clearly he's better than I thought he was, because I thought Lepid was a higher ranked player here, and Horizon's proving he may have been the better. He actually might be the higher ranked player. Unfortunately for Lepid, he has not been able to lose by small margins. That is really hurting him here, as we go to Hoops for our last game mode. So a 4-goal difference at this point. Lepid's got to win by many goals just to even have a chance in this one, as I think I may have pressed the wrong button. Oh, I got the right button on. There we go. My apologies. As Lepid, he's got to score. He's got to score soon. This is a small arena as well for Hoops, and again, I think Horizon's going to be favored in this. He is a pretty strong aerial-based player. We'll see. Lepid's got his own aerial mechanics, and more importantly, he's got some pretty nice flicks that he can really utilize to try to get rid of Horizon's boost. He's really going to have to take chances here in this game because 4-goal leads, I mean, it's doable in Hoops, but it is not easy. You got to work diligently, you got to work easily, and you got to work cleanly if your Lepid is putting some pressure on. Horizon can't get that. It was right on top of the post there. Right on top of that rim, and the thing about that rim is that you can contact the rim if you're in the car, so he could have, he almost ran right into it, actually. He may have actually ran into it himself. But whether he ran into it or not, that thing was blocking him. He couldn't make that save, and Lepid's got the first goal. The kickoff's also interesting in Hoops as well. The ball, it flies up just like it does in Drop Shot. It's kind of tough to win those kickoffs easily. If you miss them, it's very easy to give up goals. Ooh, Lepid missed his flick. There's Horizon going for an aerial play. Good job from Lepid to challenge early. It's also a mode where you're going to see a lot more boost usage because the boost pads are all close to each other. As Lepid, he's on the back wall. You can't defend easily on the back wall like that. And again, also having to avoid the rim. I mean, the way that he's lining up, he can go, but it's tough because he would run right into the rim. He also doesn't have boosts, which only makes things tougher for him. High scoreline at this point. All that Horizon needs to do is make sure that he plays well here. He doesn't need to. He just needs to make sure at least that he doesn't lose by a lot of goals. That's it. He can win. He can lose. As long as he loses by very few goals, he'll be fine. Lepid will. Surely he takes this one. Oh, he's missed the net there completely. Alright, again, here's that goal. So tough to hit in hoops. But that was a good chance for Lepid, and one that he knows he probably should have taken. Air dribbles are going to be pretty common on this mode as well, because it's... And then double taps, also very popular, because that net is set up for it here, as Lepid will pop it in. Oh, what a save for Horizon! Gets right back to it. Lepid was not in the position to counter. Great save from Horizon, getting back in time. That is so tough to cover at times, and... I mean, Lepid, he's having a tough time even hitting the goal. Unless actually getting goals past Horizon as another bump. Oh, he's missed the net again. That's another open chance for Lepid that he wants back. And he'll have to give up the play to Horizon, who will pull it to the corner. Oh, he is having a tough time here. That's a goal for Horizon. And boy, Lepid, he is not enjoying hoops, that's for certain. He just does not know how to read this play. Half the game still to go. Lepid's got to score at least 5 goals here unanswered. This is about as bad of a position as it can be for Lepid. A reminder, this is to break that tie. Both these players have won this gauntlet before once. Against each other. Horizon did it the first time. Lepid did it the second time. As Horizon looking to try to take that 2-1 lead, and he'll go for the play. Lepid, he's got the first block. It will go right over the rim. Horizon will go again, though, and this rolls right around the goal, but not in yet as Horizon. Up. Oh, it's bounced the rim. Lepid can't get there. Oh, what a weird bounce. That Lepid was not ready for. Oh, that's weird looking. And Lepid didn't see it. He won't be able to read it. 2 minutes left. I feel like that may have just secured the win for Horizon. But still looking for just about anything he can in this matchup, but it is not most games win, it's most goals win. So Horizon, he could still lose this game and still win the whole series as Lepid, with a little pogo off the ground, will that dribble. Ump, not taken. Horizon. Lepid off the side wall. Lepid to clear it back. That actually is almost right in front of right in the nets. He'll go again. Can he swish it? He will not. It's actually got touched by Horizon, but it goes in anyways. Horizon couldn't get enough on it. And there is less than 90 seconds to go, but feels like for Horizon, he's only up by 1, but he's in a advantageous position. Again, even if Lepid wins this game, he does not win this series, so he is doing it. He has to take as many risks as he can here. Horizon will take this one in the air. Reset. Not able to get it done, but he's putting the pressure on Lepid, making him use boost, making him slow the play down. He'll shoot. Oh, that's perfect from Lepid. Horizon didn't even move for it. He didn't have the boost for it, but that is a swish from Lepid. We got a tie game here, but again, tie game doesn't matter for Lepid. He's got to win by 4 or more. We'll win the kickoff, though. He won't have the ball, and Horizon can really make a lot happen here as Lepid will take this back, demoed away. Horizon again. The dribble will... Actually, he's trying to aim for the net there, but he didn't really get a good launch on that dribble either, so... He'll watch as Lepid goes again. High flick. Good save from Horizon will... On well on the back wall as Lepid goes again. That's going to go over the goals. Horizon does have to challenge this one. As Lepid missed on his chance. 30 seconds to go. It feels like time's running out for Lepid as Horizon may have owned goal here. He will as he hangs on the rim. Lepid will score on this play, so there is still hope, but he's got to do really well at the kickoff to even get a chance. Horizon was trying to go over the nets, but he instead hit it in the nets, and unfortunately that is not going to help him out. As Horizon will take this challenge. Will tie the game up though with that play as Lepid given a chance to score, but he'll be taken out by Horizon before that ever happens. As Horizon, advantageous and undeniably well in the lead. He doesn't need to win this game. Lepid's going to try for one more goal, but Horizon will keep it out. This ball will hit the floor. Although Lepid has won 3 of the 5 games, Horizon will win this series with a goal scoreline of 25-22. Lepid lost both the games. Both the games that Lepid lost were pretty bad. So a 5-game series ends with Horizon, even though he's lost more games, he's actually won this series, which is a first for this stream on this Gauntlet. Good on Horizon. I'm sure he's happy with that victory here, as, again, he will win this matchup. Reminder that we're going to have another series coming up soon. For now, I'm actually going to get a raid out. We'll end the stream. I'm going to go live again with IPS action, so give me a little bit. I'll be back in like a minute or two with individual performance series. So thank you so much for joining in for this little matchup. Congrats to Horizon on that win. To all of you, thank you so much for joining. We'll see you guys in just about a minute or two when we go live with individual performance series, Lepid versus Pelagi.